The Very Shitty Adventure in Baguette Land. One Friday afternoon in the spring of '79, three best mates named Incidental 42, Nessa and St. Thierson Jr. III, Ted for short, had just come back from the How Many Fags Can You Stuff in Your Mouth awards, and they wanted to put the TV on. Coincidentally, Ted's last stealing spree had involved pinching a newly invented device known as a tele-remote. Now that meant they no longer had to walk those effortless 5 steps to change the channel manually. But when they turned on the TV, they saw a pile of dog shit. Incidental 42 told Ted and Nessa not to call it dog shit, because it's not nice to call dog shit that. Ted explained how France used to make awesome cartoons like Oggy and the Cockroaches, Space Goofs, one of the Mr. Men cartoons, Cosmic Cowboys, and many more. But he explained in 1906 something slowly happened. They started to change, eventually being taken over by sloppy shit on the 15th of October 1915. The swag shows left France and lived on private islands where the swag characters could lounge about with their bollocks out. Nessa had an idea: let's go to France and get our good shows back. Ted had also swiped 523 plane tickets. What bloody luck. They decided to head to the bus stop. They waited for their friend Bari the bus to arrive. He took the piss with getting there. Nessa told Bari if he purposely took the piss, next time she'd smash his fucking face in. The bus journey was long as fuck. The inside smelt like Burger King, piss and sweat, and there was a chewing gum on every seat. The bus never needed a clean, because Fart Head would eat all the rubbish and the weird stains found in creases. Only 70% of people who go on that bus make it off alive. The bus stopped outside the airport. Ted explained this is the safest airport in Dilstov. It has the least amount of crashes, with only 8 an hour, after saying that they saw a plane crash into the ground. Make that 9, Ted added. Incidental 42 was a bit petrified, so Nessa told him that there's still a 20% chance that they would live. They walked through the airport, but then they were stopped by the TSA. Right, you 3 cunts, go in the X-ray machine now. They gang were mad but still listened, since they couldn't be bothered with taking the piss today. They all stepped into the machine. The TSA took a close look at the objects hidden in their clothes and decided it was fine. Just as the 3 were about to walk off, one of the agents called Ted to come back. Ted was in the shit. The TSA lady grabbed Ted and pat him down. She squeezed his balls super hard and took away his breadsticks. She then said, "Yo punk ass is lucky that I'ma not report your ass to the FBI. These breadsticks could be snapped in half and be used as a goddamn weapon." Incidental 42 then offers the lady a weed brownie, which she gladly took. The plane ride was not the greatest, but they were in the 20% of planes that actually made it to their destination. Some guy took the bloody piss though. He kept yelling, "That motherfucker ain't real, that motherfucker ain't real." This got to the point where Peter Griffin just pissed on the guy to make him shut the fuck up. When they got off the plane, they decided to make up a plan. Ted said, "First we talk to Mr. Escargot, the Prime Minister of France, then we tell him give us sexy shows like the Daltons and Oggy and the Cockroaches. Then we celebrate, possibly wank him off as a thank you, go home, stick on the telly box, and watch 4 unspecified peak French shows before Tipping Point starts on BBC One." They marched through Paris until they arrived at the headquarters of Mr. Escargot. His gourds tried to fight them off, but Baguettes versus Nessa's fists ain't really a fair fight. Ted said, "Hi Mr. Escargot, I would like to inform you that your modern cartoons are absolutely shit." Mr. Escargot shushed Ted, "Don't fucking shush me or I'll biff ya." Mr. Escargot said, "You guys better leave. They're always listening. You think it's us spying on you through your phone, but it's them. Please leave and never speak to me again." The 3 left the building. As the gang walked out the building, they muttered stuff under their breath about Mr. Escargot. Nessa explained she was going to have a fag and not for them to wait up. Ted and Incidental 42 continued to stroll when suddenly they were knocked out. When they woke up, they were blindfolded. Ted stupidly said, "Oh shit, I'm blind. I must have got drunk at a party and played that liquefied cat medicine game again." Suddenly Ted's mask was taken off. They both awoke to find them tied to a chair in a dark shit-smelling basement. They were surrounded by shitty French characters. They saw boy, girl, cat, mouse, cheese, and some others I don't know. Their leaders came. It was Miraculous, Dung Beetle, and Pussy Noir. "Good job, boys, girls, and unspecified genders," said Ladybug. "We have captured 2 idiots who tried to cancel us. Now time to find out their email passwords and post offensive tweets on their Twitter accounts and afterwards turn them into one of use. All the Frenchies danced like retards. Ted and Incidental 42 gulped. Somehow out of sheer luck, one of the minions grabbed Ted and Incidental 42 while killing all the French cartoons except the stupid ladybird. The minion drops them in the middle of a road. At first the two boys are scared because they don't know where they are. Nessa grabs the boys while Mater drives. Where the fucks you two go? I only went for a fag and the next thing I knew you was gone. Ted explained how the stupid French characters got offended by their plan and tried to turn them into one of them. But then John the minion saved them. They see a car pull behind them and tell Mater to drive faster. They see stupid Ladybug and Pussy Man driving the car, and Mater runs out of fuel at the most inconvenient of times. The trio get out their car and face the duo. Ladybug says, "We'll make this fair. If we win, we get to change you into French slop. If you win, I'll give you 50p to share." "That's not fucking fair," said Ted. Ted was just about to beat the shit out of her, when once again, by sheer luck, an unexploded bomb from World War II went off right under Ladybug and Pussy Man, killing them instantly. "Woo, let's celebrate by going to the top of that electrical thing," said Ted. "Wow, look at that view," said Nessa. "Yeah," said Ted, "nothing bad could happen here." Suddenly Chloe, I think that's her name, the snobby little bitch, came and said, "I'm gonna fucking kill you for no reason." "Oh shit," said Ted. Conflict added in the last few scenes just to stretch out the plot a couple seconds longer. The gang gulped. Somehow, after a third time of sheer luck, the gang was saved by Golem from Lord of the Rings, who said, "My precious," killing Chloe and taking back the packet of chewing gum that she stole from him 4 months ago. The gang thanked him, then they heard a noise. It was their mate Howard the Chopper who lowered a rope down and said, "Come on guys and girls." They all climbed up the rope. Just as Ted was about to climb on, Howard flew off. "Hey, wait for me, you retard," Howard yelled. "This is for pulling my pants down when we were in high school, Ted." And flew off. Ted was sad. This meant he had to get a plane back. The French airport smelt like blue cheese and weak old cum, and everything was in French. Ted decided to wing it and take the next flight, because he thought he had so much good luck that day. There's no way this flight would take him to a wrong destination, so he boarded the plane. The plane flew into the distance as the sun set. Ted shut his eyes and thought about him being in Sweetie Land. When he got off the plane, he walked through the airport, finally glad to be home in Dilstov, but something was wrong. "Oh shit," said Ted, "I think I took the wrong plane." The motherfucking end.
It's absolutely unfair! I've seen earwax, bogies, and even belly button fluff! It's unfair to my kind! We deserve better than the muck we're thrown into! Hear me out! No more!